Third grade builder number 64. We're going to start by adding 711 plus 98. We add 1 plus 8 and get 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 tens makes 100. And 7 plus 1 is 8. So our sum is 809. Now we have 500 minus 81. We try to do 0 minus 1. We can't do it. Go next door. Nobody's home. We got to take 100, trade it in for 10 tens. Then I take one of the tens, trade it in for 10 ones. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 8 is 1. And 4 minus nothing is 4. You could do the one less trick and do 500. 1 less than that is 499. 1 less than 81 is 80. And then subtract, and I would still get a difference of 419. Now we're going to multiply 71 times 8. First we multiply up. 8 times 1 is 8. And then we multiply across. 8 times 7 is 56. So the product of 71 and 8 is 568. In our 8s, they are right in order, so we can sing our 8s. 8, 16, 24, 32 and 40, 48 and 56, 64 and 72, 80 and 88, and now we are through. Okay, in the composite figures section, we need to take this and make it into 2 rectangles. So we can draw a line across here and have 2 rectangles. We'll have this skinny one down here and this one up here. There are other ways you could divide it. If we do it this way though, our area will multiply, or the unshaded part, we're going to multiply 3 times 4. So the area of this rectangle would be 12 square units. And the area of my skinny rectangle here, the shaded part, would be 5 times 1. And that area would be 5. So our total area would be 12 plus 5 equals 17 square units. Now in the capacity and weight table, a milliliter is liquid volume and it is metric. An ounce is a unit of weight. It's customary. A liter is liquid volume and it's metric. A gallon of milk is liquid volume and that's customary. A ton is a unit of weight and it is customary. Fluid ounce is liquid volume. That's a customary unit. A pint is liquid volume, and it's a customary unit. A quart is liquid volume. It's also customary. A pound is a unit of weight, and it is customary. A kiloliter is liquid volume, and it's a metric unit. And a cup is liquid volume, and it's a customary unit. Let's go over to the geometric figures section. The first attribute says all 4 sides are congruent, and these little marks on here tell me that they are all equal, so we're going to circle number 1. 2 pairs of congruent sides. Well, if all of them are congruent, then we of course have 2 pairs of congruent sides. 2 pairs of congruent corners. So this corner or angle is congruent to that one, and this corner and this corner are congruent to each other. All 4 congruent square corners. No, we don't have any square corners on this shape. So name this figure. There are 2 names that, well, we could call it a quadrilateral. We could also say that it's a parallelogram. But the most specific name would be a rhombus. But quadrilateral and parallelogram are correct also. fractions, we've got 6/8. I'm going to shade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 8, and then 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8. And we can see that that is more, so 6/8 is greater than 5/8. Okay, let's go down to the number line. First, I'm going to fill in the whole numbers: 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Each of these small sections is 1/4. And right in the middle on that line is halfway, so it's a half. So this is 19 and 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 19 and 3/4. This one is right in the middle between 20 and 21, so it's 20 and a half. This spot is right in between 21 and 22, halfway, it's 21 and a half. And then our question is, how far is it from 18 and a half to 19 and a half? Well, 18 and a half would be right here. So I'm going to put a dot on 18 and a half. And I want to travel to 19 and a half. And 19 and a half would be right here in the middle between 19 and 20. So each of these spots is a fourth. We can go 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. So we can say the distance between those 2 points is 4/4, or it is 1 whole, because 4/4 is equal to 1 whole. So if these were inches, between 18 and a half and 19 and a half would be 1 inch. Okay, our vocabulary. Mathematical sentence where one side is not equal to the other side is an inequality. Equal measure, same shape, same size, that's congruent. Congruent means the same or equal. Describes how much something holds, is its capacity. The point or corner in a geometric figure is a vertex or vertices. And how heavy something is its weight.